We all want to find something that inspires us and fills us with joy. Is it possible that the most important form of love is one that we can feel for humanity as a whole? Love has been a phenomenon throughout the world for centuries, yet it was never as profound or as complicated as it is today. Stoics thought that the love for humanity was the most important form of love. Ancient Stoics explored the way we interact with other people and how to find love in a world without modern technology. The ancient Stoics believed that the love for humanity was the most important form of love. This type of love was often defined as brotherly or sisterly love and selfless concern for others. Learn ancient wisdom to modern-day dilemmas through the lens of self-reflection. With the help of the philosophy of Stoicism, you can learn how to solve whatever issues you may be experiencing in your own life or relationships. In the age of modern technology, we can do just about anything from anywhere. However, in a world of social media, how can you know if someone is truly happy? Enter Stoicism. Famous philosophers such as Marcus Aurelius and Epictetus counseled followers to live a good life with the things one has and not desire the things one does not have. Stoics are famous for having an unconquerable will, which was an important tool for them to use when confronted with difficult decisions. If a decision did not affect your morals or values, you would try to see what the best course of action would be in order to please others or live up to common social expectations. Love should lie in giving pleasure, taking pain. The ancient Stoics believed that love is our urge to love and be loved. This type of love existed before the internet, but if used properly can still have just as much power in shaping the future of humanity as the internet. Here is what the great Roman Emperor Marcus Aurelius has told us on the importance of love. When you arise in the morning, think of what a precious privilege it is to be alive, to breathe, to think, to enjoy, to love. Ancient Stoics believed that the love for humanity was the most important form of love. People are social animals and need to be around other people in order to flourish and be happy. In order to be around people, they need to have a healthy society, and just as with any other relationship, two individuals need to respect and accept one another. For example, the internet has brought people closer together in many ways by providing efficient communication tools that enable for the instantaneous exchange of ideas, information, and knowledge between people from all over the world. The internet created a platform for communities to develop and flourish. It also provides access to a vast amount of information and media, including the video you are watching now. In these ways, people are taking advantage of the different types of tools that the internet provides for them in order to push forward their own agendas and fulfill their values through society as a whole. It is important to have an open mind and try not to limit your thinking when it comes to how technology can be used in our society. Here is what Seneca has to say on the idea of keeping an open mind. Friendship always benefits. After friendship is formed, you must trust, but before that you must judge. It's easy for people to think of Stoicism as a philosophy that results in a lifeless, unfeeling life. It's because when someone is using Stoicism, we are often observing how that person does not display an emotional reaction to something. Considering this stereotype, it would be interesting to further explore how Stoic philosophers approached the idea of love, using excerpts from their writings to understand more how relationships and feelings shape their lives. Sticking to the present was Stoicism's main goal. They believe nothing should be more important than your current situation, and everything good should be appreciated. For some people, it might seem like Stoics are opposed to anything that even remotely correlates with romance. It's not quite true, though. The beauty of life can rush over you sometimes in a way that leaves you unable to contain your excitement. Perhaps this is because Aurelius believed it was important for us to understand and accept life as is. I try to remember the words of Marcus Aurelius whenever I'm tempted to love something that's not in my life. Something about our world of social media and the internet makes it easier for temptation to find me. Every day, there are all those other people with their different, fascinating lives, people with all sorts of experiences we can't help but want for ourselves. We might find it hard to feel excited about our own, mundane life in comparison. That's why we have to constantly remind ourselves that loving what we have is the greatest kind of love, giving us the greatest gift of a life lived in the present. One of the other famous Stoic philosophers, Epictetus, brought up the idea that everything we love will eventually fade. The idea is one of the tenets of Stoic philosophy, that everything we are attached to will pass away. Here is what Epictetus has to tell us about the fleeting nature of love. What you love is nothing of your own. It has been given to you for the present. Not that it should not be taken from you, nor has it been given to you for all time. We need to remind ourselves that our loved ones will outlive us, and it's all we can do to extend our love of life as best we can. That's the only way to truly be happy even in trying times. One great way to remind yourself of the things you value is to remind yourself of how precarious they are. Epictetus said that it is hard for humans to accept that everything on earth is temporary and believes this knowledge should be recognized. These words are hard on the ears, but remind us that love will change and return with the rest of our life's changes. We are bound to love people and things, but meditating on the fact that every part of life is renewed can help us understand and mitigate the loss that comes with living. Seneca saw that we all shared a common source and instilled the idea of loving all people in his own heart. By taking a Stoic approach to love, we can learn that lasting commitment is more valuable than temporary relationships. And by remembering the impermanence of existence and the forces of change, we are able to make better judgment calls in our decisions. With Stoicism, we can learn to appreciate what we have and live in the present, not wishing for situations that aren't the same.